In Warlords of Draenor, I had 3 different classes that I played mainly. You guys didn't see a whole lot of it because I like to keep my channel mainly Frost Mage last expansion, but now that we've expanded, I think it'd be cool if I at least showed you that I played in Warlords of Draenor. I played 3 different classes. One was a Frost Mage, one was a Frost Death Knight, which I got to like 2.5, 2.6k rating in 3s with that in a couple days. And then I played Arms Warrior, and I don't think I ever really showed much Arms Warrior in YouTube at least. I got to like 2.2 to 2.3k. I wasn't super high rated, but I was competent with the class, right? So I have been playing a little bit of Arms Warrior on the beta. I've been playing for a couple days, and I've seen that this class has been changed a lot in terms of Arms Warrior and also Fury Warrior, which I'll do in another video. But this class has changed a lot since the last expansion, and I think that that's good because last expansion, a lot of the Warrior players thought that the class was very stale. They thought that the rotation was boring, a lot of abilities were pruned, there wasn't much stance dancing anymore, and that the overall class was just dumbed down. Whereas it required a lot of skill, especially in like BC and Wrath and Lich King. It required a lot of different skill, a lot of different macros for like switching your weapons in and out, so you could use spell reflection or defensive stance properly, shield wall, all that stuff. But now there has been a little bit of depth added back to the class, and I think that while it's moving in the right direction, I think that there's still some flaws, which I'll get into in a second, but I think that it is moving in the right direction, and that Arms Warrior supplies a very consistent damage. A consistent damage, a Mortal Strike effect, and like the ability to supply big burst damage in short windows. So in like a short amount of time, it doesn't take 3 minutes or 5 minutes to get a huge damage window like Demon Hunter with their Metamorphosis. Now it's Battle Cry, which is a 1 minute cooldown and can be reduced pretty fast based on how much rage you can spend. That will reduce your Battle Cry by 1 second every 10 rage, right? So here's my spec right now. This is what I'm mainly playing with. I'm playing with Double Time because of a PvP talent right now, but normally, if I don't have a stun, if I'm not playing with an arena partner that has a stun, I'll be playing with Stormbolt or Shockwave. But Double Time is really good because it synergizes with these 2 talents. Okay, so the first one is Shadow of the Colossus. Charge resets the amount of, or the cooldown on your Colossus Smash, which I'll get into in just a second, but Colossus Smash is like the big damage ability. It's like what you basically play around, and the more Colossus Smashes you get, it's really good. But this is the big one. So Echo Slam deals an additional 10% of the target's total health 2.5 seconds later. So what that means is if I Colossus Smash this guy, right, you can see the Colossus Smash damage, right, and then a couple seconds later you see that 145,000. That's 10% of his overall health dealt because of this Colossus Smash. And what you can do is you can charge and reset the 45-second cooldown Colossus Smash and do it again, and then charge and do it again, right? So 145k, and then another 145k, and you can just do a lot of that percent health damage, and there's really not a whole lot of percent health damage in the game in World of Warcraft in general. So that's why I've been playing with a little bit of Double Time, and also mobility is really important in Legion. So that's pretty much why I've been playing that. But Warriors right now really revolve around Colossus Smash. The entire playstyle is like, I'm going to use Colossus Smash. Okay, Colossus Smash is on cooldown. What can I do to reduce the cooldown of Colossus Smash? Like, that's really it. So the mastery now is based around Colossus Smash. It increases the damage of Colossus Smash, and then also the damage you deal to the target with that debuff, that 8-second debuff. And as you can see, I have a 48% damage increase on a target with Colossus Smash debuff. So that combined with the Echo Slam really does a lot of damage consistently. And then, playing around that, and then when you don't have your Colossus Smash or you don't have damage cooldowns, I play with Mortal Combo, which gives me a little bit more consistent damage so that I don't not have anything to do whenever Mortal Strike is on cooldown. I have 2 charges. It allows me to spend more Rage too, which reduces the cooldown of Battle Cry. And I think that these all synergize well with the overall playstyle of Warriors. Like, you have to have a consistent damage base, and then also be able to apply Mortal Strike and reduce the amount of healing that a target can receive. And that really does speak to what Warriors have. I think that the damage overall is probably lower than most classes, but I think that it supplies a consistent damage. You don't require Metamorphosis, which is like a 5 to 6 minute cooldown, to do damage. You don't require Incarnation. You don't, a lot of melees require these really big, long cooldowns to do damage, and Warrior doesn't. Okay, they're all about consistent damage right now, and being able to be efficient with these Colossus Smashes and do damage and get that charge reset on Colossus Smash and use your Ward Breaker, which I think in my opinion is a little bit weak on damage side. I think that this is more of a PvE talent. But what Ward Breaker is it's an AoE ability that applies the Colossus Smash effect to everything around you within a few yards. So as you can see, if I Ward Breaker here, it like does this big spike thing and applies Colossus Smash immediately. So that's what Ward Breaker does. I just think that the damage is a little bit low for PvP, but I understand that PvE is a big factor for the game. So what the actual damage looks like whenever I take a target from 100 to 0 is pretty simple. You charge in, and whether or not you have Storm Bolt, you'll use that. And pretty much it's just like pop your avatar, your one-shot macro battle cry, 2 mortal strikes, right? And then another overpower, and then hit Colossus Smash again, and pretty much execute at that point whenever they get pretty low, 20% health. And since there's the PvP talent that actually allows you to execute from a 15-yard range, it's really hard for people to get away, which is cool because when you execute a target, it actually charges to the target and gives you that a little bit extra range. Because I know that there was a lot of, in Warlords of Draenor at least, like execute would insta-kill someone. It kind of works like that. It's not as strong as Warlords of Draenor, so sometimes you might not insta-kill someone with execute, but you do have that 15-yard range window, so you don't actually have to be standing on someone immediately, which is pretty cool. So one big thing that people have been complaining about for Warriors is actually the defensives. Arms Warrior doesn't have Enraged Regen anymore, which means that they don't have any self-healing whatsoever. They have a talent called Second Wind, but this has been changed and actually restores 7% health for every 1 second that after you have not taken damage for 5 seconds. So if you haven't been hit for 5 seconds, you'll regen your health. However, this is really hard to make happen in PvP. So yeah, Warriors don't have any self-healing, which I feel like really takes away from 2v2, playing double DPS, or BGing by yourself, or dueling. Like, Warriors are probably one of the worst dueling classes in the game right now, Arms Warrior at least, and Fury Warrior too, because it's been nerfed. And I think that without self-healing compared to like Monk, which has self-healing, or Demon Hunter, which has 100% Leech and Metamorphosis, or Fire Mage, which has Cauterizing Blink, or like any other class, they all have self-healing cooldowns, which really takes away from the dueling aspect of Warriors overall. But regardless, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into some arenas and show you what exactly 3v3 is like on an Arms Warrior. I think that it is really fun. I think that it does its job well. And I think that WLS is going to be a very strong comp because of the strength of Retro Shamans and the strength of Affliction Warriors. But we'll have to see when the game actually comes out, obviously. So, yep, let's go ahead and jump into those arenas, guys.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is the close now. Yeah, I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right. Feels right. So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
All right, I hope you did enjoy those arenas, and if you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up on this video to tell me that you enjoyed it. You could also subscribe to my channel for future Legion videos. I'm doing a ton of these class overviews for you all, and you can also check out my top 5 favorite classes in Legion beta on my website now. It's the first link in the description, cartoons.tv/Legion. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cartoons out.